What's up, everybody? Happy Tuesday for the third time today. Hope you all having a great day. You know what? You know what I'm gonna do? What I should do? You know how people host award shows and they host shows and stuff like that, and in between time they change their outfits? You know what I was thinking? Since I do 3 videos a day, I should do 3 separate outfits in a day. Cause I got to do YNR first, I got to do days, and then GH is the last video of the day for me. I was like, shit, I should change shirts and clothes and stuff. I feel like a host. But anyway, I'm gonna tell you what, I enjoyed this episode today. Me personally, I enjoyed this episode today. I'm gonna tell you why. Because I fucking loved the showdown between Scott and Sonny. I loved it. Um, because you know what? Scott made some key points. Scott has never liked Sonny for good reason. And I brought this up millions of times before because of what Sonny did to Karen, Scott's daughter. And that's some unforgivable shit right there. Like, he got that girl, he made that girl strip in his club, got that girl hooked on drugs. I would want you dead if that was my child. I'm just saying, if that was my child, I would show you no mercy. Because think about it. Whenever somebody does something to Sonny's kids, he's furious. He wants blood. You know what I'm saying? So why should it be different for anybody else when he does something to their child? You know? Like, come on. Monica has hated him for years because she felt like he stole Jason from them. All the shit he put AJ through. He murdered her son. Plus the shit with Emily years ago. I mean, shit. Because of him, Emily got shot at. You know? Those are key reasons for the Quartermains to hate him right there. And now Scott. Scott never got revenge on him for what happened to Karen. Scott's hated him ever since. Um, and I love how Scott was just pushing Sonny's buttons because you want to know what? Scott said something that hit home with me. That is irony for what Sonny said to Ava months ago. When Scott said that the whole custody thing was going to change, and he can't wait to tell Avery everything that Sonny's done, especially to his daughter. It reminded me of when Sonny and Carly rubbed it in Ava's face that when Avery gets older, they're going to tell her everything about Ava, all the nasty things about Ava. And it's so funny because I'm like, people in glass houses should not throw stones. Because here's the thing, Sonny could tell Avery everything about Ava, but guess what? Somebody could also tell Avery everything Sonny's done over the years. That's the problem that I have with Sonny and Carly. They act so damn superior. They act like they're above everybody else and they're saints. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I hate. So I'm glad that Scott brought all of this up to him today. And of course, Sonny tried to attack him. I said, of course, that's Sonny's method. Because you want to know why Sonny got so mad and tried to attack Scott? Because he know everything Scott said to him was true. That's why he tried to attack him. Because he know it's true. If you didn't think that you did anything wrong over the years, you wouldn't be trying your first you would not resort to violence as your first means. You would not do that. You know what I'm saying? And the simple fact that he could go off the rails like that, it's also going to work in Scott's favor in court. He could use that against Sonny. His temper. You know what I'm saying? His bipolar, his father's condition. This is all things that they can use in court. His violent past, and the fact that he's still violent today. They could use all of this in court. So it's in Sonny's best interest to keep his calm, keep his cool. It's in your best interest. I'm just saying, like, cause you do that shit in a custody battle, that's your ass. You're pretty much gonna lose right there. As soon as you go off and you do it in front of a judge, you automatically losing. Ain't no question. And Scott knows that. Scott's slick about it though. He know it, and that's the funny part. And I just have a feeling, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just feel like Sonny and Carly also, I feel like, is it just me or do anybody feel like they're on the verge of another divorce? That's just how I feel because look at the way Sonny spoke to Carly yesterday. When Carly talking about she wanted to be there for Sonny and stuff like that, and he told her just go to your appointment or whatever. No, he told her you need help. I was like, the way he said it to her was so cold. Like, he told her you need help. I said, wow. The fact that he could say that to his wife that he's known for so many years, he's known Carly for over 2 decades. He met Carly 22 years ago. And the fact that you could say that to her, and you could be so non-supportive of her, I just feel like they're on the verge of a divorce. That's how I feel. Because you know what? Over the years, I felt like Carly has always had Sonny's back more than he's had her back. I felt like she supported him way more than he ever supported her over the years. Whenever she had an idea about something, whenever she says something, he just barely listens to it. But she always had his back. You know what I'm saying? Sonny, in my opinion, he's a selfish ass. He's one of my favorite characters, don't get me wrong, but I can call him out on his shit. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what I do. And people try to act like I'm biased on certain characters. I will say this for the last time. There's only one character I'm biased on. One throughout this entire show. Helena Cassadine. The only chick I'm biased about. Like, Helena, in my eyes, she can burn down a church. Don't matter what church it is. You can burn it down. I probably would still find a reason to defend Helena. I don't know what it is. I have a love for Helena. I don't know why. It's her class, her elegance. It's all in how nonchalant she is about just shooting somebody. Yo, remember 2014 when her bodyguards messed up and they let Jason escape when she was supposed to hold Jason and they let him escape? Remember how she just took the gun and shot her bodyguard without even blinking and didn't even care and told the other guard the only reason that he's alive is because to clean up the mess? I said, now that's some boss ass shit right there. That was some bullshit. And she was like 80. She was like 80 years old, like 79, 80. And for her to do some bullshit like that, it made me fall in love with Helena all over again. I said, see, this is why she's the only character that could get away with literally murder, and I would defend her. I'll come up with every excuse in the book. But I have favorite characters and stuff like that, but I call everybody out on their shit, though. Especially Ava. Come on, I do that every day. But yeah, it's just it's fucked up how Sonny treated Carly yesterday, like telling her you need help and stuff. I just don't see this marriage lasting any longer. I really don't, because once she's vindicated, I wouldn't blame Carly if she filed for divorce again. Because remember, they almost divorced last year, so if she filed again, I wouldn't blame her. She literally had Sonny by the balls last year in that divorce. She had access to all. She had ownership of all his assets. Sonny was dead broke. I said, damn. She had him by the nuts. I was like, whoosh. She had his shit in a vice grip. I said, Jesus. Mm, all that money just gone. I mean, he still had money, but he had illegal money though that he couldn't get clean right away. Um. So yeah, when Carly went to go see Kevin and stuff, and she told him everything that was going on, he wanted to give her meds. And the side effects to those meds are hallucination, sleepwalking, and etc. I said, why the hell would you give her meds like that when she already thinks somebody's coming after her? So why would you give her meds that have the side effects of hallucinations and sleepwalking? That's just gonna make, if she take those meds, it's just, and she has a hallucination or she's sleepwalking. Don't you think that's just gonna prove Sonny's point that she's crazy? If she take those meds, Carly don't need no damn meds, and Carly is sure somebody's coming after her. Think, Carly. Who the hell do you have beef with right now that would do all of this? I think she's underestimating Nell doing all of this. I don't think it's coming to her that Nell's doing it because Nell pregnant. So she think, oh, a pregnant lady ain't gonna go to these extremes. Please, why wouldn't she? Shit, it ain't like it's physically gonna harm the baby, so why wouldn't she go to all these extremes? Carly, you need to be smarter than this. Like, just think, stop underestimating. I'm just saying, because she definitely underestimated Nell, and that's not smart. Um, so she told Michael or whatever that Sonny thinks she crazy or whatever. She needs to just tell Michael everything she been going through, because Michael still don't know about none of this. So she should just tell Michael and see what he said. Speaking of Michael, this poor boy. I mean, every time I think he's bucking up and he's starting to grow a backbone, he slides right back into that dumbass character. Michael, why are you talking to Nell about your grandfather's condition and about custody of Avery? Why are you doing this? All you're doing is feeding this shit into her and making her think that, oh, she has a chance with you. That's exactly what he's doing. Like, you're basically leading her on without actually leading her on. The fact that you're talking to her about your family problems and about all this personal stuff that has nothing to do with her or the baby, It's giving her an end is what you're doing, and she's still clinging to hope that y'all gonna be a couple. Stop speaking to her about private matters. Michael should only be talking to this girl about the baby. That's it. That's all y'all need to have a conversation about is about this child. That's it. That's it. That's all you need to talk about is your baby. That's it. Nothing else, nothing more. Even Ava was looking at Nell like she crazy when Nell told her that they should try to get shared custody. Ava was looking at her like, bitch, where is all this coming from? I know exactly where it's coming from. She trying to get a good in with Michael. Think about it. If Nell can talk Ava into trying to go for shared custody, it would be a huge victory for her in Michael's eyes. Because she thinks that Michael was softened towards her if she could broker this deal where Ava and Sonny can get shared custody. That's why she's talking to Ava about shared custody. Ava not going for that shit. Ava going for blood. She want full custody. Here's the thing. Don't get me wrong. I love Ava, but I do agree with a lot of people in the comments. I think Griffin is starting to see a side of her that he's not liking, that people have been warning him about. He's starting to see what everybody's been talking about with her. The more she talks about full custody, the more she's saying she don't give a damn about Sonny suffering. Here's the thing. I agree with her on that note. I don't care about Sonny suffering either, because trust, Sonny has caused a lot of people to suffer. Innocent people at that. A few innocent people. So I really don't blame Ava for feeling the way she feel. Cause I be doing the same goddamn thing. I'm just saying, like, so I can't blame her. But like I said, Ava, she's forever gonna be fucked up for switching Morgan's pills. You know what I'm saying? She's forever gonna be fucked up for that. Not only did she do that, but she's the one who shot Olivia. She shot Olivia Falconeri in the arm. She killed Connie. It's like she always gonna be fucked up for stuff like that. Always. But Sonny has his dirt too. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I could never forgive Ava for switching somebody meds because that's just some shit that you don't do. And now what she's doing to Mike and stuff like that, it's fucked up. But I can understand why she would want custody, but it's like it's a fucked up situation. Like it's crazy. I feel bad for Mike. Like I really do. Like the whole scene where he was in the interrogation room talking about, he felt like a burden to Sonny. And, Sonny was just letting him know, like, you're not a burden. I want to take care of you. Here's what I think. Scott told Ava that, they're probably going to put Mike in a facility or something like that. I don't think that's necessary right now. What I think is if he's going to continue to live at Sonny's house, they need to get him a live in nurse. You know what I'm saying? Somebody to take care of him 24/7, like around the clock. He needs a nurse if he's going to continue, staff if he's going to continue to live at that house. Putting a bodyguard on him, I don't feel like that's really the right step. I mean, you can keep a bodyguard on him, but I still think having a nurse there is good, you know, because a lot of people do that though, if they can afford it. They do it. And I think that's better than putting him into a facility, just sticking him into a facility. Like, that's not, I wouldn't recommend that. I think that should be the last resort. Try to exhaust all your options first. And now Dante was letting them know that the judge took a recess and basically he took a recess until morning. So I guess Mike is probably still gonna have to spend another night in jail. I mean, I understand Mike technically committed a crime, but they should just drop those charges. Like, obviously he's sick, he didn't know what he was doing. Just drop the damn charges. It's a damn shame that this man has to spend another night in jail. Just drop the damn charge. Damn, like, it's ridiculous. Um, Kiki need to get away from Dr. Bench. I am getting so sick of him. I don't understand in the shadow program why she can't transfer doctors. Like why she can't go from Dr. Bench to Griffin at least. Work under him. Why does she have to work under Bench? That's so dumb. Like I'm glad Griffin was there for her though, but you could see like the emotional toll this is taking on her. Like being around Dr. Bench and speaking to her in such ways, it's like it's taking a toll on her. And I'm glad Griffin is there for her and stuff like that, and he's helping her, trying to help her. And I hope that she confides in him. I really do. I hope that she confides in Griffin and let him know, it's time that she lets someone know what's going on. They need to know. You know what I'm saying? And when Dr. Bench saw them together and stuff like that, he looked like a straight creeper as usual. Kiki need to let somebody know what the hell is going on and do it quickly before this thing goes even further. Now's the time to speak up. Um, the scene with Jordan, let me tell you something. I feel bad for her if she does have cancer, but I feel like people, she don't really know what's going on. She has a spot on her lung. That's why she's been coughing so much. I figured it was going to be a medical issue. Um, Curtis thinks that it could, they think that it could be lung cancer because she was born with some type of defect or she was born with that. So as long as it didn't grow, you know what I'm saying? So she went and they found the spot. They don't really know what it is yet. She still got to run tests. She got to go to the hospital, do some tests. So they don't know if it's cancer. They don't know yet. You know, Curtis was jumping to all type of conclusions. Let me tell you something with people. When you don't know what exactly is going on, you should not jump to conclusions. You should think positive. You know what I'm saying? In the back, I mean, I'm not gonna lie. If I had a spot on my lung, I would be scared. I would be nervous. But at the same time, I'm not gonna jump to all these different conclusions when I don't know for fact what it is. You know what I'm saying? Because I remember, like, I had a lump on my throat. I remember I had a lump on my throat. It was nothing. I was a little nervous, but I knew it was gonna be nothing. Because I thought positive about it. Like, I went through two grandparents who had cancer. My grandmother, she had cancer about 14 years ago. She beat it. My grandfather, he lost his battle with cancer a few years ago. So, I know how it is, you know, going through something like that. Here's the thing though. When you go through things like that, you start seeing your mortality. You know what I'm saying? Like, look at her. She, look at Jordan. She started thinking about TJ and what's gonna happen if she does have cancer because he already lost his dad. His legal father, and his biological dad is still in jail. Why, I don't know. Um. Oh, you know what? Sean Blakemore might be able to come back to GH because his BET show, The Quad, got canceled. So it might free him up to come back to GH as Sean. Because it was always dumb to me how they just left him in prison knowing he didn't shoot Hayden. Like, that was so stupid. But, I understand, where Jordan's coming from. Like, this definitely will make you question your life, when you go through a medical crisis. Now, Curtis decided to propose to her. He asked Jordan to marry him. Usually I would be happy about this, but I'm not. I'm gonna tell you why I'm not. Because I feel like the only reason he proposed to her right now, I'm not questioning his love for her because I'm pretty sure he does love her, but I feel like he's proposing just because they think something's wrong with her and he don't want to lose her, or at least he wants to be her husband, and as her husband he wants to go through this with her. But at the same time, is I feel like right now it's not a genuine proposal. He's proposing for another reason, and it's not purely out of love. Partly I think it's out of love, but I don't think he really planned it out. I think he just did it just to do it. You know what I'm saying? Because he think he might lose her. you know I just felt like it was just a random proposal. So hopefully, I hope she say no, cause it's like, why would you want a proposal just because he thinks something wrong with you? You know what I'm saying? I don't think they should do that. They should definitely think about it before they go that route. But hit the comment section. Let me know what y'all think about today's episode, and I will see y'all all tomorrow. Have a great day. Peace.